Amendment.
Here, you want me to take a presentation?
There's no magnet, Dylan.
Oh,
Stop, put it right there. Alright, Colt, you ready for this?
Not sure, but okay.
Alright, gun control. So that's about my speech. It has now reached national level, which has split Americans between the Second Amendment and guns. However, I think that gun control is taking a total violation of the Second Amendment written in the Constitution of the United States given to us by our founding fathers in search of freedom. The Second Amendment of the United States reads, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." When I read this, it's pretty clear. The people have the right to bear arms, shall never be infringed. It's pretty self-explanatory. The right to bear arms shall never be infringed. Therefore, gun control violates the Second Amendment. On January 7th, 2014, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, ATF, issued proposed rules designed to vastly increase the number of Americans prohibited from owning firearms, including many U.S. veterans, by changing the meaning of the word contained in the laws passed by Congress. This does not follow the Second Amendment because prohibiting veterans that depended on firearms to survive will now not be able to own one. 116,500 American veterans are being deprived of gun ownership. You may ask why. The answer is they apparently have a mental incompetence. This seems funny because when they were serving our country, protecting our freedom, what were they using? Firearms, of course. So if veterans with mental incompetence can't own guns, how did Adam Lanza get his hands on a gun with his confirmed mental illness? When the Obama administration took office, they said that they would do all in their power to reduce gun violence. Yeah, right. Well, Barack, if you think taking our guns from our veterans and violating the Second Amendment and reducing gun violence, then you have done that. There have been 20 mass shootings while Barack was president, compared to 16 during the Bush presidency. Do the math, Barack. Guns are a way of life and defines Americans as Americans. In 1836, gunmaker Samuel Colt said, "God created guns and God created man, and Samuel Colt made them equal." This is not the first time people have tried to take our guns. During the Revolutionary War, the Redcoats marched to Concord in order to take American weapons, and we did not let them take our weapons. Why should we let them now? The term firearm is defined in the Gun Control Act of 1968, 18 U.S.C. Section 19A through A3, to include a weapon which will or is designed to may or readily be converted to expel a projectile by the action of an explosive. Guns were made to survive and protect what is ours. Isn't that right, Obama? Not to be used in homegrown terrorist mass murders such as Aurora, Sandy Hook, and Columbine. I believe that the problem with guns is not the guns itself, it's the consumers. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Medical experts at Yale discovered Adam Lanza's mental problems such as anxiety and obsessive-compulsive disorder years before the shooting. These problems were being dismissed by his mother. In fact, he was being deprived of the recommended services and drugs to make his situation better. Instead of the government taking away our firearms and violating the Second Amendment, they should take drastic measures to make sure people with mental problems get the recommended services. On the other side of the argument, in 2009, the population of the United States was roughly 307 million. Roughly 310 million firearms are owned by civilians. That seems like a lot of firearms to have in the USA. Naturally, with fewer guns in the market, less murders, homicides, suicides will occur with guns. There may also need to be some restrictions on some of the bigger, better weapons, such as the AK and the AR-10 and AR-15. The AK-74 shoots about 600 rounds per minute, and deadly armor-piercing capabilities of the AR-15. The real question is why would an individual desire to own such a weapon? The real problem with firearms is they will never be banned. There is nothing the government can do to ban firearms. Thousands of illegal firearms are being imported from the U.S. every year, and the government needs to come to a middle ground in this issue. Got some interesting facts I'd like to read out here. So I pulled up here. Yeah. Obama says he respects to gun rights on the Second Amendment, tradition embodied in the Second Amendment. I don't believe that. I mean, that's just false. It's lying to the American people right there. It's false advertising. Like Hitler once said, to conquer a nation, first disarm its citizens. That's what we're going down right now. We're going down that road. Got some other quotes here. This is George Washington. He said, a free people ought not only to be armed and disciplined, but they should have a sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government. This is happening in society because Obama, as of January 2013, Obama has signed 23 gun laws. That's crazy. He's got better things to do. How about those tax cuts right there? How about that, Obama? You know, that never happened. Tax cuts, American jobs. Like Dylan said, he's giving the jobs to the illegal aliens. Going down that road. It's not good. I mean, he's got to focus on leading a nation. I'm not done, Sarah. He's got to focus on this nation. Well, he hates America, but I mean, he's got a year left. You know, he hates the NRA too. Yeah, he's quite a selfish guy. To conclude, I think that gun control is a violation of the Second Amendment and the Constitution. It denies the American people the access to bear arms. Obama needs to focus his valuable last year being president on stopping guns from getting to people with mental problems. It's time to wake up and realize that you need to defend your rights before they are taken away by our own government.
Will we do a Q&A on this?
Yeah, it's Q&A, all right. Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
Is there any scenario where you could find that Obama's ideas on gun control are adequate?
Well,
any scenario there?
Got some more notes. I don't want to get into that today, but I mean,
I'd be happy if you read some more facts.
All right, I got a whole timeline here.
Let's go for it.
I can spend all week.
Jenna, you missed the best speech. Really?
It's okay. Obama, I mean, he's made so many bans on the certain guns. He limits 10-round capacity magazine for guns. I mean, that's just taking away our rights. I mean, you could have 100, 200 rounds. I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
What has Obama done?
No.
Is there a situation where it would be adequate?
Well, I mean, he did take action when Sandy Hook happened. He took action. That's when he did a lot of he banned the AR, which was what I know as an ad, scumbag ad. I don't know. I mean, people just gotta wake up. The real problem.
I got another question.
Sean, I guess another question.
Where do you see Obama in 10 years?
Well, I mean, I don't see him. I don't. He belongs in jail. So.
I like that.
Yeah.
Illuminati, do you have any words on Illuminati?
I can talk about that. Just, Illuminati, I mean, Obama. You can trace him right back to Kenya. It's true. It goes right back to Kenya.
Very good.
Did you get some footage of that? Where'd that?
See that? Wow. Yeah, this kid right here.